Who Fly, the story of the Wright brothers. Boys and girls, I'm going to share a poem with you before we learn about the Wright brothers. This book is by Wendy Old. We're not going to read the whole thing. We're just going to read this lovely poem in the beginning. Crazy boys, watching buzzards, flying kites, lazy crazy boys, the Wrights. They tried to fly just like a bird. Foolish dreamers, strange, absurd. We scoffed and scorned their dreams of flight. But we were wrong and they were right. And that's by Beverly McLaughlin. The Wright Brothers by Lola M. Schaefer. Wilbur Wright was born in 1867. Wilbur Wright was born in 1871. The Wright brothers grew up in Dayton, Ohio. They liked to build kites. This is a photo of their actual home. Wilbur and Orville's father gave them a toy helicopter. Propellers helped the toy to fly. The boys played with the toy. They built other toys like it. This is Orville, and this is Wilbur. The brothers opened a bicycle shop in Dayton in 1892. They sold and they fixed bikes. They also built bicycles. Wilbur and Orville began to build gliders in 1900s. Gliders are light planes that use the wind to fly. The brothers tested a glider at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. They flew it as a kite. And there's a picture of their glider. The brothers watched how birds flew. Birds use their wings and the air. Wilbur and Orville learned how to build better wings. They flew new gliders at Kitty Hawk in 1901 and 1902. The Wright brothers worked hard to make gliders fly farther. They tested more than 200 wing shapes. The Wright brothers wanted to build an airplane that could power itself. They built a gasoline engine that turned two propellers. They put their engine on the airplane. They named the airplane the Flyer. Orville flew the Flyer at Kitty Hawk in 1903. The airplane traveled 40 yards. Wilbur later flew the Flyer 284 yards. Wilbur died in 1912. Orville Wright died in 1948. The Wright brothers' work led to the invention of modern airplanes. The end. The Kid's Guide to Paper Airplanes by Christopher L. Harbaugh. This book has many different models of paper airplane. Today we're going to learn 2 different ones, and this is a book that you can borrow right here at the library. The first one we're going to create is called the Sonic Dart. Okay, so boys and girls, within your packet you will find a bright red, pink piece of paper, 8.5 by 11. We're going to start with this paper first. We are going to take it and fold it in half, longwise. Again, very carefully, work slowly. Create your crease with your thumb and open your paper. Next, we're going to take our two top points and we're going to bring them into the center. Make a nice crease. Bring your second corner down into the crease, into the center, and press it down. Make sure you're able to fold it. Okay. Now you're going to do the same thing again, but you're going to bring these corners into the center. Keep your point of your airplane nice and sharp, nice and pointy. And do the same thing again. Okay, excellent. Okay, we're going to fold your airplane in half. Again, press on those creases, keep them nice and sharp. And now we are going to fold down your wings. We're going to make about an inch above. Just imagine there's a little imaginary line. We're going to make a little fold down. I'm a little bit crooked there. Flip it over, do the other side. Try to keep them lined up. It'll fly better if everything is even. Press it down, nice and straight. Now we are going to fold our wings. Fold them up just a little bit. Flip over your plane, fold up your other wing. I'm redoing this one. I want them to be even. Okay, lift your wings. And then I want you to lift the flaps so they stand up nice and straight. Another thing I like to do when I create an airplane is I like to use a little staple right in the nose. It puts a little weight in the nose and it also prevents your airplane from opening up as you fly it. So I'm going to get our staple. And that is your finished Sonic Dart. Okay, boys and girls, our next paper airplane model is called the Angry Finch. Start with your piece of, this time we're using origami paper, the nice square paper in your packet. We're going to keep it in a square and we're going to fold down top to bottom. put the color you want your angry finch to be down, facing the table. So I want my finch to be orange, so when I folded it, the orange is on the bottom. Okay. Open up your fold. Now we're going to do something called a mark fold. So we're going to fold it in half again, the opposite way, side to side, but rather than creasing the entire paper, we're just going to pinch it lightly in the middle. That saves our space. That's called a mark fold. Do you see it's not fully creased from the top to the bottom? Okay. Take your edge on your left side. We're going to fold it to meet your mark fold. Okay, so do you see how we folded that right to the mark fold? Now we're going to take our top corner and our bottom corner and we're going to fold it into the crease. I guess you can tell this will be a small paper airplane. That's probably why they call it the finch. A finch is a small bird. Again, make those creases nice and sharp. Okay. Open up your creases again. Actually, we're going to fold them back in, and now we're going to take our point. We're going to fold it down right to this edge. Okay, there you go. And now we're going to fold it the opposite way. We're going to take this little pointy corner and fold it up. Make a little nose on your bird or your plane. And now we're going to fold our plane the opposite way. We're going to fold it so that your orange is going on the inside now. Again, work nice and carefully. Make sure your folds are neat. So now your model should look like this. I'm going to turn this around and we're going to fold down our wings. Do you see this line right here? I'm going to fold as if there was an imaginary line right there. Now you have to flip it over and do the same fold on the other side. It's going to be a little bit thick now because we have many folds of paper, but make that nice and sharp. Lift your wings, and here's your finished angry finch.